Hello friends, I'm glad you found me. My name is Kat Pope. I'm a professional working artist here on the Alabama Gulf Coast in the United States, and I'm an oil painter. I work from the shores of Mobile Bay, Alabama, and this scene that I just recorded for you, this is my newest time lapse. I wanted to share it because I wanted to share my process with you. I love color, I love expressive brushwork, palette knife, all of those things, and I thought you might really like to see this. I know we can't gather in person just yet. I think that it will be lovely when we do, but I wanted to share my process, more or less, and here we go. We started with a sketch, and I'm blocking in color very thickly. Now, I'm a very heavy-handed person, so those who have taken classes with me for a longer period of time, they know this, but I do block in with color first, straight away, and I'm painting in a very alla prima technique, and that just means wet into wet, if that's an unfamiliar term. But basically, you mix the color you want, and you plant it on the canvas, and you leave it alone. And the next color, you mix it up, you plant it on the canvas, and you leave it alone. And eventually, all of those colors, those abstract elements of shape and just blobs of paint, they mix together in a visual way and transform into an image. Now, that, in a nutshell, is why I love to paint. I love to paint. I've been painting for years and years. Now, I've been teaching professionally and selling professionally through galleries and commissions for over 5 years now in Mobile, but close to 10 years. It's been close to 10 years that I've been pursuing this professionally. But we moved here about 5 years ago, and I am blessed to call this home because I get to see scenes like this all the time. It's a beautiful place, and I wanted to share this process with you also because I love painting, and I want to bring an online course forward for those of you who have not been able to make an in-person class, or you're taking extra precautions with your family right now. I wanted to provide a beautiful way of being creative, as well as connecting on an artistic level as well. So my course coming up very soon, September 3rd is the first day. We're rolling out Expressive Color and Palette Knife. Now, it's an online course, so you will be with me September 3rd through October 1st. So that's 4 weeks of painting and connecting over your favorite device. So I'll have pre-recorded videos. We're going to be doing weekly live demos, Q&A, critique sessions. We'll also have a private group, a creators community that I've set up just for this class. So it's kind of a stream at your own pace, paint at your own pace, and just gathering together in community over painting and the artistic process. So I'm thrilled to bring this to you. As you can see, I've got a lot of palette knife, expressive marks. My colors are very crisp and clear. We'll be going over all of that. I want to show you how I get colors that glow, clean, crisp mixes, a little bit of theory behind that. And we use brushes, of course. That's how we paint. That's how we get started. But the palette knife is such a second love to me because it can make so many complex ranges of stroke and style, and just the way that the tool makes a mark that a brush can't. I'm thrilled to share that with you. I think there's such an empowering thing when you have access and applications to so many different tools and choices, and it really lets students hone their own artistic style. You're not going to paint like me because it comes from me. It's like a handwriting, right? But I want to get you to paint like you. Whatever's inside that is ready to break free and be expressed in oil paint, I want to share that with you, and I think that would be amazing. I would love to share that with acrylic painters as well. This isn't just for oils. Now, I'll be working with oils. That's what I do professionally, and that's what I have access to here. But the techniques are very similar with acrylic paint. You might need some extra supplies, and you can contact me if you have questions. But I welcome you to the studio, and virtually, hopefully, eventually in person. But it's going to be an awesome 4-week course. Please reach out if you have any questions. But anyway, let's get back to this. We've got so many complex colors built up here. I'm going in with the palette knife, minimizing but also building complexity. And that reflected light, it looks like I'm covering it up right now with a little bit of marsh grass. Big, simple shapes are what I start with usually, and then we break it down into smaller, more expressive strokes, and getting in there with the appropriate lights and darks. It's a dance, it really is. As you can see, there's a balance of hard and soft edges. We've got busy patches, we have more quieter passages, we have linear strokes, we have more choppy vertical strokes, we've got very kind of hot and humid cloud shapes. That's another technique we'll be going over. But in a nutshell, this is where it's headed. Now, we will start with this landscape in the first lesson for those of you who do enroll in the course, but we will also be doing some flora, some fauna. Now, I have reference photos that I will be providing you, but that doesn't mean you have to use them. Bring your own. I would love to see what you're inspired by. This class it's a process-based class, with the color techniques and the palette knife techniques, but that doesn't mean you have to follow all of my instructions. No, art is greatest sometimes when you break the rules, and I welcome you to break the rules in your own unique way. The purpose of this class is to get you to express yourself boldly on the canvas. Now, if you have questions, visit catpope.com. Let me know. This page will be up. Enrollment is open, so you can find all of the information there. And I will wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching this time lapse. I hope you've enjoyed it. And you'll see a conclusion at the end with a close-up too. There will be a little overlay with a close-up of the final work. I think it's an 8x8. I think that's what it is. Yes. That's what it looks like. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon.